What's up, guys? Today's the day I found, finally, the red F450. I've been waiting for this truck to come in because I looked through my videos. I've never done a video on a red F450. And they have a ton of them here at Garff Ford, so if you're in the market, you gotta come check these guys out. They have one there. That's actually an F350. And that looks to be a platinum too. Might have to do a video on that one as well. So yeah, this F450, this is that Glacier Gray, isn't it? Is that the color? Yeah, Glacier Gray here. And this red, we'll go over this one in a second. We're doing a video on that one, but I wanted to show you some of these trucks. And of course, the most popular color for 2026 is this Avalanche. And none of these trucks are Platinum Plus. They're all just the regular F450. They have like the 50% blackout done. So all you gotta do is just finish off the wheels and a few other things, and then there you have it. If you are in the market for a truck, be sure to ask for Ken, have his number down below. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker for this truck, and then I'll show you guys around it. Vehicle description is here. Ruby red is that color. And then here's a short listing of the standard features. Starting off the options is that ruby red, high output power stroke is $3,500, rapid heat, engine block heater, pro power, security code, twin panel is $14.95. For the switches is there, and then you have that one-time connection package. It's like a 7-year deal for $745. Now base price is $96,335. Destination is $25.95 for a total price of $108,055. Thoughts on the red? I see so many white and black and avalanche colors in this F450 that I'm really excited to show one in red because they're always the same color. So this one definitely does stick out too. And I apologize for the wind. It's a windy day today, so it is what it is. But yes, you get to marvel at this beautiful big red truck. Now on the front end, they did get rid of some of the satin treatment that you saw back in 2024, but you still have it here on the grill. And this is technically a blackout truck, right? Because it now comes standard on the platinum trim, but you still get some chrome and some bright fixtures. And I don't mind the satin, but I wish they would just do the rest of the truck in that satin for sure. Black recovery hooks, you guys see the premium lights, and of course these are adaptive headlights too. Front parking sensors. You cannot get chrome on platinum. So yeah, you have to go to the Team Ranch basically. They do paint these fender flares still, and this is why everyone raves about this F450. You have that wide front track, better turn radius, and you have these commercial grade tires, which are Continental HDR 5s, 225/70, 19.5, 3-peak rated, and big capacity, G rated, 3,970 pounds for single at 110 psi, and then 3,750 at 110 psi for dual. Here's that mud flap, has a fabric material for the liner. See that radius arm here for that suspension. And check out those big old brakes right there. Oh my goodness, they're huge. All this is blacked out on the side. You have some of your lights here. Turn signal, blind spot alert, painted door handles, marquee system. A little bit of chrome on these power deployable running boards. And now that's an option that you have to add to the truck now. 48-gallon fuel tank, 7.4 gallon DEF. And the main reason why I would get the FX4 is just for that skid plate. That big old fuel tank needs to be protected when you're going down the highway, right? You do have downhill assist with this truck too. Now you guys see that inner wheel is a steely overbuilt suspension. Personally, this truck doesn't ride much different compared to like the F350 dualies in my opinion. But they don't run these tires at 110 psi either, so you got to keep that in mind too. See the clearance lights, amber and red right there. And they kind of give you a liner, but not all the way back, which I think is, you know, it is what it is. It's not a big deal because I've seen trucks with 100,000 miles and they look pretty brand new with the paint. Full LED taillights. You have those steps. You guys probably saw them up front too, by the way, right? Just in case you missed it. And then you have that blackout for the applique. It just says Super Duty. You have the clearance lights down below. Love the way dualies look out back. Gosh, that looks good. Class 5 hitch, 3-inch receiver. This has the LED lights here. Now, I wonder, should you get the lock here for this truck? And right down there, 430 rear with a limited slip diff. There's that spare tire. Large brakes out back. And I'm not sure if you guys noticed 10 lug wheels if I didn't say it already. There's a light, camera, and then you have the action tailgate. Also, you have this guy here. There is a camera above for bed view, fifth wheel prep. You have your 7-pin, and then this is a 12-way video plug. You can turn the bed lights off back here too. I never noticed that, but they have like the soft turn off too. Very interesting. This used to be standard, but now you have to pay extra for it. And if you don't get this, there's no power in the bed, so you got to spend that $985 if you'd like to have power in the bed, which I would do for sure. Let's go ahead and check out what's under the hood. So here's a question for you. If you get this high output power stroke in the F450 platform, which fuel pump does it have? Does it have the CP4 or does it have the CP3? Let me know. Now, 500 horsepower, 1,200 pound-feet of torque. Great power delivery comes out of this. I love the 430 because when you're going up those steep grades, it really does help. You guys can see we do have some mountains over there, and that's where this truck shines. I've actually done some fun towing tests with these trucks in the past, and it's insane the amount of torque they have to get going when you're going up those steeper grades. But 10-speed transmission behind it. You guys know that they do cool the turbocharger this engine as well. Let's go ahead and check out the interior. I like to show you with the door open, but there's so much wind out there. I'd rather just show it to you this way. A lot of nice controls for those mirrors. Let's go ahead and start the truck too so you guys can see. So if you want to power fold them, obviously, at $108,000, you definitely can. Auto up and down for the front windows, and then you have to hold it for the rear. I like these to be auto up and down too, personally, at this price point, but it is what it is. Now, they do give you a power steering column, and what's nice about this is you can set up with your mirrors and your seats too. So if you do have multiple drivers, that's nice. B&O, it's gonna be the 14 speaker. Power pedals. And this is mostly lighting controls. You can drop the tailgate and you can lift it back up while you're inside too. Here's that steering wheel. Some of the controls. Silver Ford badge. And then that's how you're gonna control that screen. I like the accents that they give you. You probably saw even on the door here. They give you that, like, I guess you can call this like a platinum accent. A little bit of silver here and there. More of that blue. It looks so nice. All we need is the white stitching for it. Come on, let's do it for us. Satin material right there. Tilt headrests. On the roof, black liner. You guys see right there, you have the HomeLink system. And you have vanity for both sides. Auxiliary switches, place for your sunshades. LED lights there. And if you want to open up this twin panel, it's all power. Out back, 60/40 bench, outboard heated seats, and there's a lot of floor space back there too. You can see your Type-C USBs, the buttons to turn on those heated seats, and then 120 volt power plug right there. Seat back pockets. Check that out. There's your inverter right here. And they do provide an armrest back there too. But yeah, overall, this is a really nice truck. So let's go ahead and answer that question. Have the F450 sales slowed down? Back in 2020 up to like 2023, if you were looking for an F450, there were dealerships selling these trucks $20,000 to $30,000 over sticker. I remember showing you guys a picture of one that my friend found for me locally at his dealership, because he buys all of his F450s there, and they sold it to him at sticker price. So I called them, let them know who I was, let them know I wasn't looking to resell the truck. I just wanted to buy it, do some content with it, and I've always wanted to, you know, own a F450. And they told me that they would not sell it to me at MSRP. They said the best they could do was 20 grand over. So basically give me a $10,000 discount when the price is already $30,000 over sticker. Now, as of right now, there are some dealers still pushing these trucks with markup on them. And here's what I'll tell you. If I were to go into a dealership today, I wouldn't pay it. I'd pay maybe MSRP for something like this, especially if it's exactly what I wanted. But if it was something I didn't order, I would try to still get something off on the price, right? Because these trucks do retain a lot of their value. And as you guys just saw, I mean, the interior of this truck is just absolutely amazing. And this truck has capability like no other. I mean, there's nothing on the market that competes with this. It's really in a class of its own because of the commercial grade wheels and tires, because of the 10 lugs, you know, design. So you just have a more overbuilt truck. Now, granted, it is capped at that 14K GBWR, so you do take a hit on the payload simply because of these extra goodies, which is kind of crazy because these things are going to help you tow better, but at the cost of your payload, because they can't go over 14K because of the class of the truck will change. But I would say that as of right now, these F450s are still selling, but you have to remember these trucks have not been changed since 2023, and normally by now Ford would have done a revision somewhere on the interior or an exterior or something. They've only done small things, like they added this blue accent. They used to have a caramel accent, so they did change that, but there hasn't been any refreshes. There hasn't been any updates on the powertrains, nothing. So in my opinion, I think that you have a lot of people who've already purchased their trucks, and they're really just waiting for the next iteration of the Super Duty, whether it be a refresh, redesign, which won't probably happen for another 3 to 5 years, I would say. But yeah, if I were in the market for a F450, yeah, I would definitely be looking for a discount, because they're sitting on the lots now, which means they're not as popular, right? So this is a good time to buy one for sure. But like I said, I would definitely go in looking for a discount. Here are the numbers on the door. Gross axle weight rating out front is going to be 6,000 pounds. The rear is 9,900 pounds. Gross vehicle rating is 14,000 pounds, and the wheels are 19.5 by 6 wide too. Axle code is a 4L, and then all-in payload is 4,844 pounds. You can run the front tires at 90 psi and then the rear at 80 psi. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As I said, these trucks are still popular. I mean, if you're looking for an F450, I think Ken Garff just has the market right now because they just have quite a bit of these available. But for the most part, if you go online, typically dealerships might have one in stock, maybe two, but they have quite a bit. I want to say they have 7 or 8 here. But yeah, if you are in the market, if you would like to purchase, be sure to reach out to Ken here at this store. Let them know you saw the video if you do decide to buy. See you guys soon.